Hi, I'm Aubrey Curiosity, and I help ambitious people get unstuck by reconnecting with their curiosity and turning that spark into action.
And I'm Lydie. I focus on helping entrepreneurs and creators grow through mindset, systems, and content strategies that actually work.
Today's episode 6 is all about focus. We'll talk about content creation, we'll talk about embracing imperfection, and these are all things that we need to hear as founders too. So hopefully, this helps you guys as well. Lydie, how are you doing today?
I am here and present, ready to have some conversations. How are you?
I'm doing well. We're glad you're here. We can't stop laughing ever.
I know.
So the first thing that I'm just diving right in. The first thing that we want to talk about today, that I know a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with, is focus and maintaining focus.
Mm,
And this necessarily a conversation around like ADHD, any of that kind of stuff. Like we're
mhm.
not qualified to speak on those things, but what we are qualified to speak to is the endless distractions that come up, especially when you're a solopreneur. You don't necessarily have a team around you that's keeping you accountable. And frankly, that whole process can feel pretty lonely.
Absolutely.
Um, a lot of times I like to think about the to-do list and how can I manage my time better? How can I I'm kind of overthinking about this and
Mhm.
spinning my wheels. And I know I'm not alone in that. But how do you deal with focus? Like what you?
It's so timely, this topic. Actually, I like you said how solopreneurs, right? Because if you have a 9 to 5 job, think of it. There's more structure already. There's typically the start of the day. Perhaps you have a break. You go into the noon hour, typically some lunchtime. But as solopreneur, someone who works from home, perhaps like myself, it's been challenging. I'm not going to front that it's easy, but keeping focus, for me, I think I decide, let's say, for example, from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., I'm dedicating this to prepping an episode for my other channel or prepping some document that business. So that's but also try not to put too much time to the one task. But then you have to deal with life, phone calls, friends, and then you have my dogs disturbing. But focusing me is like just assigning that time to say between these hours, I'm doing this. And then I also have to deal with other things during the day, but I try to allocate time for my business and things that I need to accomplish. But it is not easy.
That
It is.
consistent time is so important. I mean, do for early morning, sitting down and knocking that out. I struggle with that because in the morning it takes me a second to wake up.
Mhm.
I do like being awake early in the morning,
Right.
but it takes me a second to wake up. And I know that there are a lot of softwares out there. Like we've had people in our communities talk about things like Focus Mate. There's like
Yeah.
I'm with TikTok, not TikTok. Tick Tick
Tick, tick.
is another
Yes.
one that a
Hmm.
lot of people use. Um, like I'm old, like this is where my to-do list lives, and then I also have the digital format that just lives in Google Docs.
Mm.
But the sheer volume of tools we talked about this last time a little
Right.
bit is endless, and it can feel totally overwhelming. But I that being able to focus like you do early in the mornings is
Yeah.
a muscle that needs to be built, just like gratitude.
That's it.
These
That's
are
it.
all skills that we're
Yeah.
stacking.
Yeah. And I like, you know what I love? Waking up early, if you can, right? I love the idea, the feeling that the whole world is kind of, it's not true, but like even looking outside, like everything is quiet. And I feel like this is like a time for me. It's like time. It's like use this time. But all that being said, I'm not perfect, and trust me, I still lose focus like crazy. You know what I'm struggling with, especially these days, is like allowing other people's urgent or questions or issues to kind of like them to kind of time away that I kind of want to dedicate to myself, my projects, and like I'm all ready to say yes. And so I struggle a bit, to be honest, with that. And so I'm very much like going to be working on this. I've been saying this for the past couple of days, in fact. So this timely conversation. How about you?
Well, I'm nodding my head not because I'm coming down on you. I'm nodding my head
I
because it's
know.
so easy to do,
Yeah.
especially if you want to help people. And it's also hard to know what to charge for at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Is a business.
Yeah.
Like when people are asking for our help, like we make money on this.
Yes.
And so I know when people ask for my help, of course I want to help them as
Yeah.
much as possible, but then like where's the line? I that too.
Yeah.
Like you're
But we
definitely
are going to figure this out. And I know I so appreciate it. You help me every single week. You help me like just back. Why, appreciate that. So this is again the power of having somebody who's doing something very similar in the same lane, and we can understand each other and like help each other. But yeah, I sit, is actually, in fact, I don't think I've told you yet, but surprise. But I want to sit, I'm going to sit with AI. Probably not today. My calendar is full already, but tomorrow. And I'm going to have a conversation. I want to actually speak to AI because I think it's just easier and just let my thoughts run about this very topic. And I want to say, like, what I struggle with, kind of have ideas. And I'm sure AI is going to be coming up with amazing ideas as to like little what I can do to kind of how to kind of manage external things that pulls us all over the place.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. I talk this with my therapist all the time. Different ways to say no.
yeah.
We have different, polite, professional, honest
Yep.
scripts in our back pocket
Yeah.
of no, but, and how do you, if it's not just a hard no, how do you refer them somewhere else? Like, how do
That's
you end
it.
that conversation? But yeah, let them
Mhm.
know what you learn with that because different ways to say no that feel aligned and feel good to
Mhm.
you. I mean, self-trust, knowing
Right.
that we have our own back, you know?
What do you think of the fact that we're kind of either stay accountable, and so but being accountable like as a founder is something that is difficult.
Hmm.
Think of like this concept of having people. I don't know, who are you accountable to other than the community and
Yeah. Well, I mean, I am like you, a part of different pockets of communities. So
mm-hmm.
you and I met through an entrepreneurship community.
Yep.
You have an amazing community you just started on school called Potential to Profit. Please go check it out, everyone. It's amazing, amazing. But I have school communities that I'm a part of. So
Mm-hmm.
those cover the digital communities.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've had to be really intentional about seeking out in-person communities. Just because it gives you such a different type of energy. We talk about
Yeah.
this all the time that like human to human interaction in person is
Right.
Zoom is okay. Not as great as in person, but
Mm-hmm.
I just think those pockets, little of community, to groups of people who are checking up on you and you're
Mm-hmm.
checking up on them
Yeah,
is necessary.
totally agree. I'm
Men,
taking
women,
notes.
everyone in between. Yep.
Amen. I'm taking notes because you know what? I keep kind of that I'm home. I just so used to being here, but I do need also to seek out like in communities. So thank you for saying this. I'm going to like make it a goal. I have two goals now. I got to talk to AI about focusing and now seek out communities. But yes, I love having communities. And in my community, you can mention it quickly, but one of the big thing is staying accountable. And I, as a first kind of order of things that I want to try, is really trying to play with that whole concept. What really works? Number one, have a format that we've implemented, but does it really work? And week to week, and with who, and pairing people, and dealing with perhaps issues, different personalities coming together. There's so many things that could not go wrong per se, but we can tweak. So I'm kind of having fun with that whole concept right now. So
Well, the beauty of hosting it in school, again, that's SKOOL. The
yeah,
beauty of hosting it there is that you're going to be a part of the conversations and help you form what that looks like.
that is
You can
true.
ask them in a
Mhm.
way that's much more intimate than like comments on Instagram.
Exactly.
It's a back and forth
That's right.
dialogue.
Or people that come in that have similar goals of, or doing business and so forth. So we're kind of each other. It's like conversation. Nobody's over, in there. In my community anyway. It's we're all helping each other out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Um, okay, I'll move forward to creation. This is another topic that we talk at length about, but it's I'm finding a controversial topic
Oh.
because social media can feel uncomfortable for multiple reasons, whether it's being on camera, whether it's the time constraint. There's a lot of pushback when it comes to content creation. I'm finding when I'm having these conversations, and go that is exactly how I was. Like, I don't want to make content that's like
Yep.
work. But guess what? People go to social media to look for information now.
That's it.
Yes, we have Google. Yes, we have AI. But social media, when it comes to building trust, that's where people go. And social media doesn't necessarily have to be these platforms that are like, a post, like a story or something like that. Having a Substack is social
Mm-hmm.
media.
Yep.
Going on a podcast and being interviewed by an expert in your field and capitalizing on their audience so that
Mm-hmm.
you can get exposure and vice versa. That's social media. So, what I tell people a lot is that it's important to find the platform that works best for you, that you feel
Mm-hmm.
like you can get excited about creating within. It doesn't necessarily always have to be Instagram.
Totally
The
agree.
piece is that I think it's important to have mentally and physically a space
Mm.
to create. And I can't remember who posted this, but I just thought it was a brilliant idea of making a corner in your home that is pristine, that's clean, that does you don't need to see what's behind my laptop and how messy my dining room table is, whatever. But us to create. It's
Yeah.
like a sacred working
Mm-hmm.
space.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been thinking about a lot. And also just how can we do that not only in our homes, but in our own minds? Like
Mm-hmm.
you sitting down with AI to work through some things. Where is that place of safety that we can go? Because we all need that. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts on all that?
I totally agree. And I've actually been thinking, like, I have a little corner here, um, multiple in the microphone, but then there's life. Like, it's not it. If it's always set up, it's taking space. So, like I move certain things, and the constant moving and shifting is actually tiring. So, I totally think that's a great topic. Things to think like that. These are challenges that I came across when starting my channel. Literally, my desk was completely facing the other way. For a while, I kept moving, to get cozy in the setup because again, it's equipment and the thing. And I think the more comfortable or settled you are, it'll kind of full thing. And I think that's one big thing. People are just it's not that they're yes, it's complicated speak the camera like it's not natural. It takes a while to adapt. But you do have, like you said, some corner that you just your spot, even just a chair in a corner with a camera in front, like you just walk over, sit and start recording. I mean, start. And we have to figure out, I guess, structure and processes and systems where it enables us to kind of thing consistently. Consistency is the key, but not always easy for sure.
Oh, over imperfection. That's what I meant to say.
100%.
Whatever any of you are listening right now and content creation either freaks you out or you don't want to do it, practice because I was right there and I was such a hater about social media. Now I'm obsessed with it. So I've come around. But practice a challenge, join some sort of challenge
Mm.
that's like a 30-day posting challenge. Um, a few weeks ago, I joined Stephen Bartlett's 90-day posting once a day for 90 days. I can't remember what day I'm on right now, but I have hit it on
Yeah.
TikTok. And there are nights when I'm like, oh, it's 11:30 p.m. and I haven't done a post. What can I do? But I have been practicing just filming B-roll of myself working,
Mm-hmm.
filming B-roll of you and I working together, and then
Right.
putting text over it. So it it's just about putting yourself out there from a brand and marketing perspective. It's also about building discipline to
Absolutely.
commit to something.
I love it. I love a challenge. I'm so glad you mentioned that. I when you said you were going to start, and then I've been watching you, and I see it's working actually, but I didn't realize you were still in the 90 days. So good for you. Good. Go, Aubrey. We love it. That's so cool.
Lydie, love you. You're great.
Oh, we love each other, which is
We
great.
do. The other piece about content creation that I hear, which holds people back, is they don't want to have to show up as this like fake of themselves. Who is digital persona? Like people are talking about that a lot right now. And somebody gave me advice once that is really, really helped me when I started out. And that's you're not showing up as a different version of yourself because that's acting. That's not sustainable. You won't be able to do that forever.
Right.
But it is up to you to decide what you filter out. And maybe I already talked about this in an earlier episode. I can't remember, but deciding what are the things I'm not going to talk about
Yep.
and what limits, what will I never speak about? What will I speak about sometimes? And what am I, and everything else is fair game.
Yep. It's like keeping lanes, stay in these lanes, and you decide which lanes, and that's it. And nobody needs to, their privacy is being violated. So yeah, that's a great point. Just select. I love that. Love
Pick
it.
a lane.
Pick a lane.
Pick a
Pick
lane
multiple
and
lanes and just
pick
go.
multiple lanes.
Yeah, but do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social media. I know you had a recent experience you wanted to share, and perfection. We're moving forward no matter what. So
but
take it away.
super because just take over. But I'm going to go live, and I wanted to show the audience a few things that I'm working on, mainly show them my school community and how easy it is to build a school community. And so your girl was on this live doing the most and telling. So I'm on the button to share the screen, and I'm saying, as you can see on the screen, this is this, and I'm going through the steps. And okay, the app is done, completed. It's live. It's on YouTube. And when I review the whole thing, there is nothing. So it's just me just blabbing over, no screen sharing. It was the most kind of funny thing. So I could have been like, okay, I'm going to delete this episode, completely out of whack. No, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to leave it anyway for now, because, and the lesson that I kind of, anyway, you go and do the thing. You do it scared. You do it unprepared, because you'll never feel like, we're not born in front of cameras. We're not born, go live on YouTube. I'm learning, and that's it. And that's my thing. I'm just learning, and I want to share what I'm learning with others. And that's it. The rest will get better. I'm going to get better. I'll fix it next time. Now I know, I learn, and next time will be better.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, we're all constantly learning, and good for you for still posting it, because we move ahead. We have to practice showing up. I to a networking event recently, and I walked in like, I don't need business cards. Like, I'm out of curiosity. They know who I am.
Oh,
no.
do they?
Literally every single person was like, do you have a business card? And I felt so just, it's so obvious. It's like, one thing is have a business. Yeah. And I was able to share my website and my LinkedIn and stuff. It's fine. But I went in there just assuming like no one would have business cards. Everyone did.
Yeah, but I'm with you though. I'm totally with you. Like, I haven't done networking in a minute, but I think it would still be a thing. It's digital age. It's AI. But everybody okay. Thanks for saying that. Prepared.
The level of design with these business cards, I must say, like the quality that, I mean, into it. So instead of thinking of it as like something, the design could be super simple. Maybe the paper is nicer or thicker or something.
Right. Okay. Show me some of these cards one day.
Yeah, I definitely.
I'm like, what? What's gone? Okay. But you showed up. That's the thing. You showed up, and it's not like you walked away and because you have a card, let me leave. No, you're here to kind of mark, and I'm sure you did it, and then you connected with people. That's the whole point. It's not about a card, really. It's about the connection. And next time you meet them again, it's the connection again, and so forth. So
yeah,
I'm proud.
We all have those stories, like doing recordings on mute multiple times.
Ooh, I know. I just gotta laugh about it. And anything like that stress you out. That's the thing. Don't let that kind of, because we're all human. And like people, so let them, it's fine. So
Yeah. Thing I want to say about content creation before we wrap things up is I talk about this on TikTok all the time, but block your friends and family if you need to.
yeah.
Block them. You don't ever want your ex-girlfriend from college, if you don't ever want your boss to see what you're doing, block them. They don't get notified. You get peace of mind. Like I have good friends that are blocked. We'll see.
It's your thing until like find you through some viral thing, then they don't get to see, and it's fine. And if that helps you, it's whatever helps you do the hard thing. If that's a tip, take it and run with it. That's it. I hear you. I'm on select social media because of that same thing. I just select which platforms I'm more comfortable with, and that's it. The rest, not for now. Great.
We have one final thing that we are excited to announce.
Oh, yes, we are.
I feel like we always come on here so excited, but it's true. The week of October 18th, 2025, we are doing a virtual event called Unleash Your Curiosity. We have a name, blending what we're both working on, and we'll share more details. But if this is something that you might be interested in or want to stay connected with us, block out your calendar, October 18th, and we'll share more details and things like that. But it's the next new challenge, and we want to connect with you all in different ways.
Absolutely. And leave us comments, especially if you are interested of even just meeting us virtually. That would be great. We love that. Leave us comments of challenges, things that we might want to consider to even include. And never know. And we'll be happy to and excited to meet you guys. So
yes.
And more details to come, of course.
Before we log off, I want to share one quote for this episode. We're talking a lot about clarity, content creation, taking action. This quote is a simple but powerful one from Marie Forleo. It says, "Clarity comes from engagement, not thought." A lot of us are overthinkers because we care and because we're all smart people and we want things to be successful. But we cannot think our way into any real change. We have to take action.
Action number one. I'm letting that sink all the way in. Thank you so much for sharing. That was great.
It was great today, Lydie. And thank you all for listening.
Yes. And
we'll see you next time.